They call this the prettiest little stadium in America. Glad to have you with us from Paulson Stadium. Is there really anything better than immersing yourself in football all afternoon on a Saturday? And we continue with this one. It's the Wyoming Cowboys and the Georgia Southern Eagles. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Well, guys, Coach told me this atmosphere is going to be crucial today. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Georgia Southern will kick it off to get things started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Running inside, it's Harris. Breaks into the open. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Well, I think the coaches sort of got together and decided, hey, on this drive, we're going to establish the run. We're going to be more physical. First two plays of the drive are run plays, and both have had success. The players have gotten the message very, very clearly. We've got to come out here, and we've got to win the line of scrimmage.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
The old toss, right? Toss it to him on the perimeter, get on the edge quickly. The receivers better block on the outside. Go get me some positive yards, get a fast guy in space. Nice play call.
And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains. Just
maybe some room here. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some momentum back right here. Get a big stand. At least hold them to 3.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. DB's right up on the receivers. He'll pitch it. Looking for the end zone. He stopped short of the sticks. They're still in field goal range if they choose to kick it here.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
They'll unleash the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. It's Harris. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage, and the defense holds.
And I think that's going to be a frustrating drive for this offense, man. You move the ball on your first possession right down the field, and you choose to be aggressive, and you choose to go for the touchdown. But now you get nothing out of this possession. The defense gets the stop. They get some momentum going in their favor.
Strong run there to pick up 4 and get it out to the 7.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board.
Could be an alley. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
They'll run it out of the shotgun.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gibbs. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Johnson looking to throw. Finds his tight end. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the 1st.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. On the ground with the counter. Gain of 2 on the play sets up 3rd and 8.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got his man. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
They'll run for it. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
Fires to the tight end. At the 45, on his way. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and the level when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. Like, they can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Hughes. Makes the grab. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
The run inside. It's Harris. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that 1st down.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Makes the grab over the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. To the ground to try to move the chains. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play, moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
He'll toss it. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Got room to work. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. He's piled up 76 yards on the ground, and that magical 1,000-yard mark is oh so close. The Cowboys come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Harris. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder. And
makes a grab and room to run. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Well, it feels like everybody else on offense has been getting some in the passing game this drive. Finally, they get the tight end going, too. He's like, dude, I'm good, and I'm open. Throw me the ball. And that's exactly where the quarterback goes. He's feeling it right now. He's distributing the football to a bunch of different people. And the defense right now, they have no idea who's getting it now.
He's going for the goal line. And he's in. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Johnson wants to throw it. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Rides the back and leaves it. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I'm not surprised, right? Like, they go to him again. Last drive, he did an unbelievable job. And if I'm this defense, just keep honing in, right? Like, making sure he has to earn it. Making sure a lot of people get near him. Continue to hit this running back. Try to slow him down and cool him off.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Finds his man. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
That's it, fly. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Makes a move. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Hughes. Going for the big play. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
That's caught. It's Dallas. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. They'll put in the play from the 41 on 1st down. Wants to go right back downfield. Oh, he makes the catch. Timeout called by the Eagles. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball, and this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or 2 to answer about that decision. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Creates a little room. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with Minnesota taking on the number 16, the Utah Utes. And it's the home squad in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone-booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. Here now.
It's a fumble on the play. They were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. If this were a wider field, like maybe in Canada or something, that might have been a turnover.
And they could have turned it into a rouge, eh? I mean, this was a great chance by the defense here. I just love the fact that they are flying.
Maybe a crease. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
Johnson looking to throw. A spectacular one-hand grab. Shakes a man, and he might take off. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Nice play by this defense again, and I feel like it's a broken record, doesn't it, guys? Like, seriously, both defense playing at a high level. Which offense can get a spark, make a big play, and get something going?
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Going for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Hauls it in and looking upfield. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. Got the quick completion. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to him and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Looking for a man. It's Hughes. Finds a tight end. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And the Cowboys with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air on second down. Get it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Third and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on fourth down. Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Got him, and nobody's close. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
That is a total bust by the defense. You can't go out there with 6 DBs and allow a wide receiver to be that wide open, make the catch, and then even make a nice run after it. Somebody made a big mistake in the back end.
The option, the keeper. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
On the option. He'll toss it. Finds a little. Might have a chance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And the option play, the quarterback basically blocks the edge defender. So you watch the edge defender comes to him, and he commits to him, and then he pitches the ball to the running back, and the running back can do his thing, running the football all the way to the house. But it's basically a block on the quarterback on the defensive player.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense now ready to start the drive. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
The Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Find some fresh air. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him now to pick up the slack a little bit and help get the...
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Taking it the other way. The pick six. He takes it in. Touchdown, Wyoming. They've extended the lead and taken control here in week 9. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Johnson wants to throw it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
The throw. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the third quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the third quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab on the left. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
On the direct snap, it's Harris. Man, what a surge by this defense. I think he's going to be a little bit short of the first down. Both of these teams still on the outside looking in at the top 25, but here are the rankings as we are winding our way toward the end of the season. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Pulls it and fires to the left. Touchdown, Wyoming! And they take it in for 6 more points. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. He leaves it with his back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Throws to the back. And they're not on the same page there.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they...
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Wyoming takes over the football and the Cowboy offense on its way out. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. So after that false start, now dealing with 2nd and 15. To the air, it's Hughes. Got a man, it's Richardson. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Cowboys will call on their punt team.
And that's the first thing that's really gone right this afternoon. You got a big deficit. You haven't hit the quarterback very often. You need to change that around. Good start of the second half here. Make him feel uncomfortable.
Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
It's too bad because this guy's had an incredible day statistically, already over 100 yards rushing, but look at the scoreboard and you'd never know it. Their defense has not been able to do their part, and you just wonder if it's going to be enough handing off to this guy to get back in the game.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Third and 6 yards to go. Johnson looking to throw. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes the grab. He's got a first down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw. He's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Hollins. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. If it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to slam in. Touchdown, Eagles. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And finally, man, this offense, they have struggled all day. They've been shut out all game. Finally put a drive together, got some points on the board, got some good mojo. Maybe they can take this into next week. I know it's been a bad day, but sometimes these type of things can carry over.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
And listen, you start to get desperate, right? Late in the game, it's in the fourth quarter. You know, I got to steal a possession somehow, some way, and you got to pull the trigger and kick an onside, something you feel good with. They tried. Unfortunately, they failed, and this game's going to get difficult now, even more down the stretch.
The Cowboys come out to get this drive started. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Quick toss. Got a little grass. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
Yeah, and they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can turn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance, throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And he'll try this one from the left hash and 33 yards away. It is good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Here's a little room there. They'll make the tackle, but not before he's got enough to move the sticks and has his defense's head spinning with the option. And the Eagles have it with a 1st and 10. Finding open areas.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like, they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. The Eagles, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Running inside. It's Gibbs. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. And the Eagles kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Johnson wants to throw it. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Finds his man. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Timeout call by the offense, 24 seconds left on the clock. The Eagles go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Bringing the heat. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And with that turnover, that'll finish the game.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe.